So one of the companies making significant progress in AI in sound processing is SoundHound AI. Today we're going over the stock. There is a trade that we made earlier today that we were up about $300 at one point. We got in here at the dip at $14 at market open in our live session in StockMate. If you guys would like to be there, it's the second link in the description. And now we're starting to see the sell-off on SoundHound. And the short-term trade is kind of an adage to what my portfolio has been trading the stock more on the shorter term, on the long term, but we're trading on the short term. So this is a company that has generated significant attention in the last few months. And some of the key insights that I have on the company in showing this from 93 cents up to $24 surge, and now starting to consolidate back and forth between this $13 range and $15 range, is that they have some strategic partnerships. We've seen them partner with Hyundai, we've seen them partner with Mercedes-Benz, and also kind of breaking into the restaurant industry as well, notably with Chipotle and White Castle to implement some AI-driven voice ordering systems. And so they're starting to sell off. You can see them sell off, losing some of the profits on this position, which is okay. We started the day selling a $400 profit. And we're also in Rigetti stock, so we're okay. But when we look at some of those market changes with the SoundHound AI, that's going to be one of the key indicators that will drive this company further. Now, there are going to be some valuation concerns for sure. They got a market cap above, I think, $7 billion. We could take a look here. SoundHound AI stock. And let's just confirm on that. Yeah, okay, 5.3 billion. So it's come down a little bit since that surge to $24 a share. And then the company is basically, if we kind of look at these financials, their revenue 25 million, their current valuation stands between like 50 and 100 times more than their revenue. So the multiple suggests the stock's not priced perfectly, but that's considering some of their past revenues. You can look at their revenue in the past, 2023, getting into 2024, they're like $11 million a quarter, then $13 million a quarter. And then in that last quarter, $25 million in that quarter. So they're seeing an increase there in their revenue. And one of the things that I thought was interesting was this article from SoundHound. This is, I believe, over on investors.com. And basically it says SoundHound makes itself heard on Wall Street with voice AI. And it says SoundHound is giving a voice artificial intelligence to a lot of companies that are very prominently positioned in key markets. So we could look at some of the companies, if I can get through this Valentine's Day sale on this. You got a TV maker, Vizio, which is being purchased by Walmart, uses SoundHound technology. We saw Hyundai, we saw Chipotle, we saw Mercedes-Benz. But you could also see here Jersey Mike's, Applebee's, and there's Panda Express. So they're getting into the restaurant chains. And this is pretty huge. If you think about ordering, like what's the one thing, like you call a place and they're like, "Hi, welcome to this restaurant. How can I help you?" And you're like, "Oh my gosh, I guess I'll get the pizza," like, but if they answer with AI and they say, "Hi, Michael," or "Hi, John, how are you doing today? What would you like?" And you're like, "Whoa, this is such a good experience. They're so nice to me." Like, I think that's going to improve. I don't care if it's an AI. I'll enjoy talking to people. I'm not saying human touch isn't great. I like that, but I'm just saying, like, this could be good for the brands. It could ensure some consistency. The Santa Clara, California-based company expects to roughly double its revenue next year to about 165 million, based on the midpoint of its guidance. So that's a big deal. You could also see they compete with companies here like Google and Amazon. You've definitely probably heard Alexa's voice or Google, and as they're expanding into more AI, that's going to be a key thing. But here's the thing with SoundHound. I was just talking with Gene Inger yesterday, who's one of the stock market's professionals that is a pioneer of a lot of financial news. When it comes to CNBC or some of just where news meets the financial markets, Gene Inger is one of the pioneers in the industry. And I was talking to him yesterday for about 2 hours. You can see established in 1969. This is a market forecasting report, the Inger letter, and he's still doing it today. And I really admire this high quality information that he goes into all these smaller markets or emerging markets that are expected to disrupt larger markets. And the reason I bring this daily briefing up is because I was talking to him on the phone for about 2 hours yesterday. I would encourage you guys, go take a look at this daily briefing. And it's interesting because he brought up this outlook on SoundHound that they potentially would be working with McDonald's. And when I heard that, I thought, wow, that's tremendous. Imagine ordering McDonald's. And here's the development of that. And I'm sure that there's more goes into this. But early 2024, McDonald's ended its voice AI ordering tech partnership with IBM. So it planned to work with IBM on making this happen. They ended that partnership early 2024. Then you could see that SoundHound started to incorporate a large language model and ChatGPT to service a lot of companies. But then you saw that McDonald's, while they scrapped its first AI-enabled services, and it's reportedly reviewing a SoundHound, and that was in December 2024. So if they ditched IBM, they're looking to replace it by, they were saying year end. They still haven't, an article hasn't come out on this, but basically there was another company in the conversation, SYNQ3, and SoundHound acquired that company. When I click on the article, there's nothing, but you can see December 7th, the voice AI company SoundHound announced acquisition of restaurant AI solution provider SYNQ3 in effort to expand its deployment. So here's the deal. If there's contenders, and SoundHound potentially could be partnered with a big corporation like McDonald's, where the consistency is the entire business model of McDonald's, and they're able to systemize, people buy franchises. The real estate is obviously a big factor, but just the franchisee people are always opening McDonald's, and it's not shrinking. We see the company just improve and have its consistency. It's a large cap company, and you see a partnership like this for this smaller company doing just a couple $1 million in revenue. I mean, I guess not a couple million, but they're getting up there. 25 million in that quarter there, 89% year over year. I think that's kind of a speculative consideration to say that they're gonna make that partnership. That's gonna happen, but that would indicate some really strong investor enthusiasm in the future for this company if deals like that continue to go through. So again, Chipotle is already a big one. I think that's huge. I lived in Colorado for a while, and I used to eat Chipotle all the time because it was pretty healthy for the most part and super easy and great service. And you see them expand. You saw Cava start to expand. I don't know if it's quite as big as Chipotle yet, but that's something. It's like as they start to work into the restaurant industry, it's going to be a big disruptor. So the point is, we got in today. We're looking to ride. There's kind of a few levels to identify in this trend. So if you look at the trend, there is this support that it's been notoriously bouncing at around $13.50, but there's also this level up here around $15 that it seems to kind of consolidate around, get rejected right there, rejected, kind of use as a support and reject right there, and then get rejected. It even got rejected there today at that level at around $15, you could see. And so maybe it consolidates back down in this $13.50 to $15, but I'm actually anticipating that this support or this level is going to be it's more of a minor, it's not quite as strong. I would see it kind of break through this level, get up to this resistance at around $16 to $18 in the near term. And so that's why I'm in it. We could see possibly a retest down as we're seeing right now with that rejection before continuing up. But I do like this support and the overall direction of SoundHound going from $4 a share just at the end of 2024 up to $25 a share and then selling back down to $14. I mean, I see it with that overall direction and being at the support that it's at really as a potential opportunity. So that's why we got into it today. So far, small position hasn't moved, up about $87. We sold Rigetti this morning for about a $400 profit. We're still in that one. After we sold it, we got back in on the dip. And so we're in a few companies. Overall, NVIDIA was up. So it was pushing the portfolio up a little bit. Portfolio is up 2%. But we'll see what happens here with SoundHound. I'm going to be in this position. I'll monitor it. See if anything happens again at market open. These dips have been tremendous. Some of our biggest trades have been SoundHound at market open. And we'll see if any opportunities present themselves at market open. And if you'd like to be there, I would encourage you to check out Stockmates, the second link below. With lifetime access, you get a free Stockmate t-shirt, which I'm excited to send to your address if you sign up. And I would encourage you to be there at market open. Surround yourself with other traders and investors each and every day. Thank you guys so much for watching. If I earned your thumbs up, smash that like button. I appreciate you all. Do consider subscribing. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.